Okay, well, um, hello. I'm not sure why uh, it's not going live on my website. So I'm going to just try to see if I can check that out. Why is this not loading? Let's try this again. So if you're watching, I don't know who is watching. This is mainly a test more than anything, because I want to make sure that this is all working. And this is the right code. Yeah, it's the right code. So I don't understand why it's not working online, but if you're watching Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch, so a few people, let's have a look. Yeah, Twitch is live, YouTube is live, Twitch is live, Periscope is live. So it is actually all live. Just so you're aware, that's where all my control panel is. So I'll be looking over there quite often. So yeah, why is it not working? Refused connection. Not sure why it's not working on my website. So that kind of sucks. But I'm not going to be able to figure that out quickly. Let's see. What some people wanted to know. Should I wait until a few more people turn up? Yeah, give it a couple of minutes. Why is my phone saying? Oh, this is interesting. My phone clock is saying 9:41. How weird is that? Can I? That's really strange. Check this out. Yeah. Oh, you can see it. All right. Let's make it smaller. Let's edit this. Tall. Yeah. Why is this not? That's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna delete this and then add another. Phone. Tall. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'm not sure why, but it's cutting out the top of the phone. So let me just connect it. Connect it again. Yeah. No, that's the wrong camera. No, that's the wrong camera. Oh, wow. Yeah, weird. Is it working now? No. All right. Well, I can't show you my phone. Why can I not show you my phone? Let's try this one more time. No. Okay. Something going on with Ecamm on my phone. So I don't want to be. No, it's just not showing it. That's my FaceTime cam. Why do things not just work? So as you can tell, this is kind of an experiment for me to test out my live streaming because I want to get into live streaming more in the new year. And it works quite well. Basically, I'm using Ecamm Live, which is actually really, really cool. I'm going into Restream, and that's streaming to all these other platforms. And Restream is there's a free tier, which is what I'm using. I don't think I need the other tiers, but for some reason, it's not showing me the live stream on my website because it says refused to connect. So I don't understand what that is. It's kind of strange why it would do that. Streaming monitor. Hmm. have no idea why it's not letting me do that. Actually, you know what? Let me show you. Let me share my screen. Let me go to here. Put me here. Okay, so this is Twitch. Sorry, this is Restream. So I'm streaming to Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube. You know what? Let me put my pointer here. So this is Twitch. This is Periscope. I did set up DLive, but I'm not actually using it. It's going to my Mac Junkie channels, and it's going to my personal Twitch. I got to create a Mac Junkie Twitch. But anyway, and on my website, which is this, it's saying refuse to connect. I don't understand why. Why is that? Why would that be? What's this? This is no. Yeah, no. I have no idea. So let's not run around trying to figure this out. So this is saying live. So strange. So anyway, this is Periscope. Now Periscope quality is really bad. I don't know why, because if you look at Twitch, it's actually really good. This is just a slow. Where's my man? You can tell I'm a complete Luddite when it comes to live streaming. And this is YouTube. 60 FPS, yeah. And where is it? Sorry. And here, see, the quality coming from Ecamm is actually really good. So maybe just when it's streaming, this is the resolution, 60 FPS. That's the bit rate. It's okay. I've basically put everything on really high. Now, what I wanted to check, what I wanted to test is what the CPU is doing. Now, this is a MacBook Air 2020 with the M1. It's the 8-core GPU. Now, I'm not running that many programs. I'm just running Ecamm Live. I'm running Brave browser, my things, and my Safari. Actually, Brave and Ecamm are the only things that I'm using to do this live stream. So usually it's just these two things that I run on my computer. So if we look at this, 49% idle, which is 52% idle. I mean, it's insane. So Ecamm Live, they were saying that they wouldn't recommend the MacBook Air for live streaming. Now, I can kind of agree with that to a certain degree. If you're doing live streaming with multiple cameras and things like that, then yeah, maybe that would be an issue. But if you're just like me and just streaming from your computer with one camera, mic, whatever, I've got my Stream Deck connected as well. I don't think it's a problem because this is really good. The RAM as well. You know, I mean, I'm so amazed by this computer. It's unbelievable. Obviously, I'm connected, so it's fully charged. It's connected to the one cable, connects to everything. And the good thing about that, about the battery, is that it does last 2 days. I literally has been sitting on the couch all weekend doing some personal stuff, so I haven't been around on my desk, and I haven't charged it once. So I charged it on like Friday, and I've used it until this morning, which is Tuesday. So it's like 4 days, and I think the battery got down to about 30%, 32%, I think it was. So, this it's just insane. It's just works really, really well. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised as to how well it works. So anyway, let me see what else. Oh, if you want to know what this green thing is this Cursor Pro. It's actually really handy. You can just turn it on and off. So when you click it, so you can see what's going on and where the mouse is. I like that. What else have I got? I've got Cloud App. I've got, this is demo. Oh, come on. Well, it's a demo, but it's not working. So this is a demo of a keystroke thing. So you can see the keystrokes, but I can't get into it for some reason. All right. Obviously, this is my Vimeo. This is my day one, which I use for journaling. Now, this is really handy. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. There you go, I think. This basically enables you to, so when you are at night, when you're watching something, and even one dot is too bright, this turns it down even further. And this is, around here is about right. So this is really cool. Obviously, 1Password. Yeah, I'm not going to do that for the moment. And this is to hide all my desktops, although there's actually nothing on my desktop right now. And this is iStat menu. I'm only running it since I've got the new Mac. I'm actually in demo mode to test it out. But generally, I wouldn't run this. I only ran this because I wanted to see how all of this would work on this MacBook Air. And when I don't want to use it, it all hides. So my MacBook, this is literally the desktop, and the only apps I use are Things and Safari. They're the only things that are actually on my dock. The other stuff, as I said, these are stuff I'm using for my live stream right now, but generally these are not open. It's literally just Things and Safari. And in Safari, the only thing I'm using is here. Live streaming, okay, yeah, done. And this I will read later. So my Hey is the only thing that's generally open. I open Twitter when I need to type something, because generally I use Twitter and my LinkedIn on my phone, as I explained before, but I open it up here so if I really need to type something. But that's basically all I have on my computer. It's a weird thing when I'm doing tech minimalism stuff and trying to explain to people that you don't need so many apps. You don't need so many apps. You just need the things that you need to get your shit done, basically. And I find that a lot of time people have so many tabs open, like 50 tabs open, or 13 or 16. I mean, it's just too many tabs. If you're not using a tab, close it. If you need it, put it into your task manager and do things. So I generally just have this and this. And when I'm working now, a lot of people say, well, what do you actually do? Well, I help people minimize the amount of apps they use. So what apps do I need? I need Zoom, and I need a place where I can hold their information. And for me, it's Notes. I'm not going to show you everything, but basically, where am I? Oh, it's organizing. Then my notes. Why my notes? There shouldn't be 100 here. Let it organize it. But basically, if you notice, I've organized it into 3 areas: personal, business, and work. And that's exactly the same as my calendar. It's exactly the same in my task manager as well. This needs to sync because this shouldn't be here like this. But anyway. And in my things, I've noticed I just use it like this because I make sure that anything I need to do that day, water plants, is in my today. I generally don't look at this. However, I do have 3 areas, again, personal, business, and work. And in those areas, I have the tasks that I need to do, and they're generally dated. Now, if I go into work, these are things in Someday are it's kind of my mini CRM. These are clients that I'm talking with to it's my CRM basically. It's my pipe drive, my Someday part, and these are clients that I'm actually working with at the moment. So I'm not going to go into it, obviously, but I just click into it and everything is there that I need. But again, I date everything. So if I need to do something specific with these clients, I create a task, date it, and I just wait until it comes in. Now, if they call me, I then go into that client and figure out what I need to do. I'm not going to go into business personal. It's kind of a weird demo, this, but I generally don't like showing my information. A lot of people think transparency is a good thing, and generally it is, but I don't think you need to show how much you earn or blah, blah, blah. And I think that's a bit silly. I'm old school, and that's my personal thing. You can see names, obviously. Names are always out in the open on LinkedIn and Twitter, so that's not a big deal for me. But you don't need to see anything inside it. But anyway, so there's nothing in my inbox. Everything gets whenever I create a to-do, it generally goes in here. And the reason why I like using Hey in the browser and not in the app itself is because, let me just do it with this email, is because, for instance, if this was an email, I can, from a client, I can invoke a key command with my things, and it basically populates it, and then I can just put it wherever I want to put it and do it whenever I want to do it. So if I just say today, I just save that, and then I'm done. So when I then go into my today view, there it is, and I can always click on that link and it goes directly and opens that email. And in fact, that works the same way in Apple Mail also. I don't use Apple Mail right now, so I can't show you it, but it's exactly the same. Every email has a direct link in Apple Mail. So when you invoke that things key command, it populates the things input with that email URL and the subject line and so on. So it works basically the same way. Actually, it works everywhere. So if I go to here and I invoke that key command, there it is. That's the URL for that. And I really like things. There are other apps that does it. Todoist is actually a great app. It does it also, but I prefer things over Todoist for me because the way I put it is things is more Mac-like and Todoist is more PC-like. But they have equally powerful features, but they both lack certain features and they both have more features than the other. But for me, things works the best. But a lot of clients that I coach, especially if they're working as a team, I would usually tell them to use Todoist. Let me go back to Brave and move this over here to see if we've got any questions. Favorite to-do list? Oh, sorry, yeah, mooncake. It's things 3. I'll just type that in. I don't know if you caught that. Someone's asking about favorite to-do app. I missed that. I don't know when that came in. Let me see. I missed that message. It's weird. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try this. Let's see. If I do this. Oh yeah, I can do this. And that goes into the wrong page. So I can then do this. Now that should show up live. Okay, next So how do I stream with the thing on the left? That's called Ecamm Live. Sorry, I keep messing around with this. Okay, that's called Ecamm Live. So it's, let me show you. It's a great app. I really like it. Ecamm.com. These guys have been around for forever, from what I remember. It's two twin brothers, and they make loads of little apps. And Ecamm Live has been around for a really long time, but over the past couple of years, they've really honed in a lot of features into it, and it works really well. So it has a bunch of features that you can basically do the thing in this corner, which is here. I can swap cameras and so on, so you can create scenes and actually flip between them. I even have, let me see, I can even turn it off so you can just see the screen. So there's lots of little things you can do, which is really cool. So check it out. It is a monthly subscription. They've put in a bunch of work. You can actually do what's it called? Guests. You can actually have guests. So you send them a URL, and the guest goes to that URL in Chrome or whatever, and you can see them, side by side, which is actually really, really handy. It's really nice. And I do actually use Ecamm for my live streaming on my Xbox. I started doing that last year, but I need to upgrade my computers. Now I've upgraded it. I'm going to start streaming again on my Xbox. Hope that helped. Yeah, absolutely. This is you're watching it via Twitch, so you can go directly to Twitch, or you can use what I'm using is Restream to go to Twitch, to Periscope, and YouTube at the same time. You can even go to DLive and loads of other places. So if you can go to all of these places. So this is what I'm using. So basically, Ecamm goes to Restream here, and then from here it goes to, you can add as many channels as you want. I'm using the free tier, and it seems fine. The chat that I'm seeing, that I'm talking to you with, is actually Restream. Restream has a chat. Let me see. Let me pull that in. Here we go. This is the Restream chat, basically. So that works really well. So I just have that on the second screen because I don't want to pull it out into the main screen. But you can, with Ecamm Live, go directly into Twitch or Periscope or YouTube. In fact, I think they go to Facebook as well. They also go to, they don't do LinkedIn, I don't think, at the moment. I'm not sure. They definitely don't do Vimeo, which is the one that I really want. So yeah. Vimeo Live is something that I really want to get. I prefer to have, because if you go onto my website, the Restream doesn't actually work right now. It kind of sucks. Because I embedded Restream into my website so people could see it, but it doesn't work. So I've got to check out why. Man, live streaming is hard because you've got to keep an eye on so many different screens, the chat and everything. Right, let's see. So strange, yeah. And also, like I did here, you can pull up people's messages in and this is done via Ecamm Live, so you can just make it smaller, whatever, put it wherever you want. Oops, what did I do? No, cancel that and get that back. Okay, so let's move that back into the middle. There we go. Make this a little bigger. There we go. So you can even pull this stuff in, and yeah, it works, and I can hide it with my Stream Deck because I'm running a Stream Deck as well, and then show it again. So I don't know what that looks like actually live. Yeah, it looks all right. I can see it now. Now this is the stream. Let's see what we have. Yeah, going through the stream. It looks all right. It works out quite well. It's funny because YouTube is little, not laggy, but it's takes time for it to come up. Interesting. Let me see. Is this fixed? I don't know why this is doing this. This is so wrong. It's completely messed up my notes. I've got to check that out. Usually I have nothing in my notes. How's this then? Oh, that's so weird. The update. So I've just done an update yesterday. I think it can only be that. So I just did an update to 11.1 yesterday, and since then my Apple Notes has been completely messed up. I wonder if anyone else is having that issue. You know what? Let's have a quick tweet. Anyone else have an issue with Apple Notes after the 11.1 update? Looks like my notes are all over the place. This is why not? Let's do it live. Ecamm. Yeah. The other thing you can do with Ecamm, actually, let's turn this off. I don't know why it didn't work. Let me see if I can get it going again. You can. Ah, it's not working. Why is it not working? Let's delete that. Let's pull this out. Let me get another cable. Hold on one sec. Because you can connect your phone to Ecamm Live. Let me connect it directly. Charge.s. So let me see if I can add. Wow, what's going on? It's not showing my iPhone. Maybe if I go to a different scene and add. No, it's not doing it. Strange. Okay, let me delete that or hide it. Camera. Included switcher. No, it's weird. It was working. This is why I decided not to upgrade to Big Sur. Apparently lots of issues with older Macs. Yeah, it depends on what older Mac you're talking about. I had, before this MacBook Air that I have now is a, before this, sorry, which is about, I've had this for about a week. I had a 2013 MacBook Pro. And this thing has been trusty ever since the beginning, and it works. It's still great. I will still use it for something. And I updated this to Big Sur, and I actually had no issues with it, no issues whatsoever. So the problem a lot of people make, 2014, yeah, the problem a lot of people make is that there's a difference between updating and upgrading. yeah, sometimes I get that confused. If you've had a machine for so long and you've run the same operating system for so many years and do a big update, you're going to have problems. And this is my job. I see this all the time. And I've done this for like, should I say 30 years, 28 years? So I see it all the time. What you need to do when you do a big update, especially if you haven't updated recently in the past couple of years, clean install. And it's a pain in the butt to do a clean install, but you'll get no problem. So I do a clean install every year because that's just the way I am. You don't need to do it every year, but every 2 years you definitely need to do it, especially if you're upgrading to the latest operating systems. So these people like yourself that are having problems with Big Sur, again, it depends on the programs that you're using. But I had no issues. Everything ran fine on Big Sur on my 2013 MacBook Pro. The only reason I've got the new MacBook Air is because that was getting old, and I wanted to do live streaming. I make music with Ableton and stuff. I want to live stream on for my Xbox and stuff. I just needed a faster computer, so I just got the MacBook Air. I could still do it on the Pro, but the fans go crazy when I'm live streaming. So I needed something else. So I went with the Air, and as I said before, I don't know if you were here, but this, CPU 43%, which is nothing, especially when you're live streaming. We've got a bunch of programs open. This is Big Sur. And again, I only updated this yesterday to 11.1. Before it was just normal Big Sur, and no problems. So the Apple Notes has caused some sort of an issue. So obviously there's some sort of a bug there. But other than that, no problems. No problems whatsoever. So you're running a 2014 MacBook Pro, I guess. Is that right? You're running a 2014. Well, this looks a bit big. Can I make this smaller? Yeah, that'll be better. Put it here. 2014 again. Yeah, I think. And when was the last time you did a clean install? Because I think that's probably the problem. I mean, again, I've done this for so long. I'm the Mac junkie. I've done this for so long, and half the time, 80% of the time, it's usually an issue with a clean install. It's not an issue with the computer, the operating system, nothing. It's unfortunate that you have to do a clean install because, Apple bring out, and this is another thing I hear, long time ago. Well, there you go. You see, I don't want to say I told you so, but that's the issue. If it was a long time ago and you're doing major updates, you're always going to have problems. Always. And again, I was just saying, a lot of people talk about Apple as if they are, they should create something that doesn't have bugs. There's always going to be bugs. And there's a difference between some software companies releasing software with bugs and this whole thing of just ship it, which irritates the bejesus out of me, or software companies creating software knowing that everything works and they release it. The problem with that is there's no way of them knowing the permutations of the millions of people that have their machines. And once I'll explain that in a moment. So my machine is different to your machine. My 2013 is different to yours and to the neighbors and to the next, your friends and whatever. So there's no way of Apple knowing how we run our machines. So there's no way of them testing in those things. Now, beta testers are a different thing. Some beta testers are not running the same software as I am or you are. So beta testing can fix a lot of the issues, but not everything. That's why you get problems like this. So how do you do a clean install? Wow, that's a huge thing. It's actually quite easy. You need an external hard drive. There are two ways of doing a clean install. One is doing what I call a half-assed clean install, which is most new operating system have a recovery disk, recovery drive, and you can boot into the recovery drive, wipe your data drive basically, and reinstall completely a brand new operating system. But you got to make sure you back everything up, and this is you got to understand that you got to make sure everything's backed up before you do any of this. If you don't, it's not my fault if you lose data. Always back up. That's a whole other video. I've made loads of videos about that. So the clean install is literally just that. Get everything off your computer, completely wipe it, completely install a new system, and then put your data back one by one. Now, a lot of people, the mistake that they make is that they put stuff back on their computer from a time machine or from a backup, like a migration. The problem with migration is that it brings back the old stuff, the old issues that you had in your old computer because your old computer is in that backup. So don't do a migration. When you're doing a clean install, it literally has to be that. Reinstall all your apps, reinstall all your settings. So make sure all your settings are set. So it depends on, are you using any specialist software? Are you using, this is a mistake I made actually this time, which wasn't a huge issue because there wasn't that many. But I have a lot of compressor settings for my Final Cut, and I completely forgot to back them up before I did it. So I lost some of the settings, but I could recreate those. So there's a lot of settings in specific apps that you need, plugins that you're using. You make sure that all your plugins are I use a lot of music software, so you have to authorize your computer. If you don't deauthorize it, you lose an authorization, but sometimes you can get that back. So it's literally a case of backing everything up, completely wiping it. And the best way to completely wipe it is to start your computer from an external hard drive and not from the recovery. But the recovery partition is fine also. It's not a big deal. Personally, I prefer to do it a different, the full blown way, like complete wipe. There's nothing on there, no recovery drive, nothing on there. But that's a bit more technical. So it's not necessarily needed, but that's the best way of doing it. So I do that a lot for all my clients. So whenever they come in and they have an issue, I actually have two G5s, can you believe it, down in my office. Yeah, I thought they were Mac Pros, but I got to do clean installs on both of them because this guy uses Quark Express. So he's got G5s, not Mac Pros, G5s, using old Quark Express. And now one of them ain't starting, so I've got to clean install it. Clean install is the best way to do it. Hope that answers that. Let me see. Why? No, it's weird that it doesn't come up with the thing. Strange. Okay. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try something out. Can I put the... I think I can do that. Let's see if I can do this. Chat app. Yeah, you can do this. Let me try this. So I want to try something in Ecamm Live. I can add this. Yeah. Oh, it's already there. Width 300. Oops. 300 by 500. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Just want to try something. Ah, there you go. Look at that. So I can get the chat going here. Okay. But so if someone messages, does that mean that they can? Yeah. So if someone messages, it comes on screen straight away. Now, usually when I did that with my old computer, the CPU went crazy, but the CPU still only 39%. I turned that off. Oh, wait, let's go back and turn that back on. Let's go back to here. And let's go back to here. Shall I move it to the other side? Let me move it to the other side. There we go. So then you can see it there. I kind of like that. And I think if I edit it, open a browser. Where is it? Where's the, is it settings? Widget. What's the widget? Oh no, that's not it. Branding. Okay. Social alerts. Streaming setup. No, that's. So I'm looking at my restream to see if I can change the look of the chat. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Oh, settings, here we go. Settings somewhere else. Appearance. Ah, right, okay. Embed in stream. Button. Hide after 30 seconds. Let's try that. Okay, message background opacity. Oh, that's interesting. Let's do this. Let's try this. Bottom. Theme default. You can do different themes. Okay. Let's see how that works. Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's go back. Go back to the chat. Right. So I can turn the chat on or off. Yeah, so I can turn it on and off. Or I can pull in a chat from the top, which actually I prefer. Less resources. Okay. And then I can hide it. Okay. So yeah, I hope it made sense. Sorry, I'm playing around, but this isn't supposed to be anything other than me testing. And I don't mind answering questions. So let's go back to here. Okay. Oh, well, someone says they had an issue as well. It's so annoying. And I'm going to do a crying face. Why not? It's the wrong crying face, but it makes sense. Okay, let's see. So other people are having, let's go back. Other people are having issues as well with this. It kind of sucks, actually, because as I said earlier, yeah, you can create software, and if you test it thoroughly and you think it's good enough, you ship it. It's different to people saying, just ship it. And let's go into that right now. There's a lot of people online. I've been online for a long time, but this past year, 8 months, I guess, I've been kind of living on Twitter and LinkedIn and learning as much as I can about how other people work. And what I've been noticing is software companies saying things like, just ship it, just get it out there. We'll fix the bugs when they're, you know. And I just think that's just such bullshit. I think if you're purposely creating software with bugs, you shouldn't be in the software game. You just shouldn't be there. Just ship it. Just ship it. I see it all the time with these, what they call them. They call themselves entrepreneurs, and I hate that word anyway. But yeah, just ship it is just the biggest shit show. And I wish people just stop doing it. Just because you know how to create an app doesn't necessarily mean you should, especially if you have the just ship it in your head. I wish I could create apps. Maybe I should start learning. Okay, so what's this now? Oops, sorry. Let's go back. I'm trying to... Different question. I'm planning to start streaming on Twitch, but there are so many streaming software like Streamlabs, blah, blah, blah. Which do you recommend for streaming games, but simple for beginners? Well, that's a hard one because I game, but I'm not a gamer. I stream, but I'm not a streamer. I use the apps that I use, which is Ecamm. Now, I mean, to be honest, Streamlabs and OBS, I'm guessing you're on a Mac because you were talking about Macs earlier. So firstly, you got to decide what Mac is it that you have. Are you still running? You're talking about the 2014 MacBook Pro. Is it a 14-inch, a 15-inch or a 13-inch? 15-inch might be able to handle it. 13-inch, as I said, I've got 2013, can handle it, but it's not great. You get stuttering. To be honest, things like Streamlabs is probably better because it's online, but it still uses up resources. I don't know what happened to Mixer. Let's see if we can go to... I don't think Mixer... Yeah, Mixer is a Facebook thing now, isn't it? God, I hate Facebook. Yeah. I can't stand Facebook. I don't like Facebook. I don't never ever want to use Facebook. That's an old email address for my old... I don't use Facebook, don't like it. In fact, I always clear the cache whenever I go to anything to do with Facebook. And what console do you have? The Xbox? Mixer used to work with Xbox. OBS is good. OBS you can use with your MacBook. That shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I'm not the best person to talk to about that because, as I said, I stream, but I'm not a streamer. I game, but I'm not a gamer. So I know how to do it, but it's not my job. So I couldn't help you out there in that way. It's for a new gaming PC. Oh, it says gaming PC. All right. Well, if you've got a gaming PC, then use OBS for sure. Don't bother with the other stuff. Now, Streamlabs and things like that, you can superimpose with OBS, like, the overlays and stuff. But as your base, I would use OBS. Yeah. But again, I'm not a PC person. I'm not a gamer or a streamer in that sense. So even though this is on Twitch, it doesn't mean that I know everything about that world, basically. A lot of streamers, sorry, I was reading something. A lot of streamers, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. A lot of streamers use a separate PC, separate computer for the streaming part of it. So if you're gaming and streaming on the same computer, it's not as good as having a completely separate streaming computer. It can be done. It's not that it can't be done, but a lot of people have two. So, these streamers, as it were, they have a completely separate streaming computer. So I'm going to reply to an email while I'm okay. Just had to email somebody, right? So I get so much spam. Actually, you know what? I use Hey for my email. I have a love-hate relationship with Hey. I really do like it. But I do like Apple Mail also. Apple Mail is probably the best email app. But I really like the Hey features. There's some features in Hey that I really like. But I also don't like some of the things in Hey, and vice versa. So it's like, do I carry on using Hey? I don't know. Anyway, something else. It's annoying. Well, what time is it? How long have I been on? I've been on an hour. Is it an hour? Yeah, 54 minutes. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to stay live. I don't mind. I'm going to see how long it lasts. I'm not doing much. Let me see, what projects have I got? No, there's not much going on today, so I'm going to stay live for as long as I can. Just to test this out, to see how it can cope. Again, like, sorry, it works 48%. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, Wolf. Okay. Good boy. Let's see. Yeah, Ecamm Live is working. I still can't figure out why, I should say, I don't understand why the iPhone isn't showing. Let's try this one more time. No, I don't want it. I don't want that camera. See, it only gives me these options. This will be funny. Okay, that works. Yeah, that works too. But that's not what I want. I think I have to restart Ecamm, which I'm not going to do. Ecamm, I'm not going to do right now. But I wanted to show my phone. For some reason, it's not coming up, even though it's connected. Really odd. Is there a... Let's have a look. Video. Stream. Count. Screen sharing. So this is Ecamm Live preferences. I have everything set up. There are some settings you can't change because obviously I'm live, so you can't change everything. but so you can disable built-in camera. Yeah, let's do that because I don't want to keep seeing that. Picture of overlays, yes. Oh, interview mode is really cool. Oh man, looking forward to using that. Doing a podcast. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube. I don't use any of those. It's so weird that it's not letting me. What's your conclusion on Hey? Well, I was just saying I love it and hate it at the same time. It's I love the features of it. I love the idea of it. I do think it is a little slow. I don't like using the app because there's certain things I can't do with my things. I was explaining this earlier. But I like the service. There are so many good things about it. But there are a few bad things that kind of irritate me. But I love the best email app is for the Mac anyway. It's Apple Mail, to be honest. And if Hey wasn't around, I would be using Apple Mail, and that's what I have been using. Now I've used Spark, I've used Mailbox, I've used all of these apps, and I just don't like them. There are too many bells and whistles. They're trying to do too much. What we need is an email program. We want in and we want out, and that's it. I like Inbox Zero. I wanted to show you my phone, but I can't show you it. But I do like it. Where's my Hey? I really do like it. The fact that you can send an email of any size, here it is really, really good. That works. I send video files of my Zoom coaching sessions to clients rather than using a third party. You just put it in an email, send it, and they download it. Works really well. What part of it are you using? Hey, Tim? And what do you not like about it? Or do you like about it? I mean, I like it. It's good. I wish I could get rid of this previously seen and just have nothing there, but that's one little gripe. What are the other little gripes? It's a little slow for certain things. You know, it's a web page basically, and running Hey as an app again. It's just a web app. It's the same thing. They're not doing anything special here. You get native Apple notifications, but that's about it. Don't like the interface. Well, this is the thing. I don't know how long you've used it. I've used it from pretty much day one, and I didn't like the interface. I thought it was a bit cartoony, actually, and I wish I could show you on the goddamn phone, but my phone isn't coming up on the screen. I actually started growing on me, and then I started liking it. It is a bit cartoony in a way, but to be honest, what do you need from an email app? I always tell. I mean, you've got. Let me open up my mail app. This is my mail app. This is mail. There's nothing in it, which actually I love. I love this. And I'm really torn between keep using Hey. I have an amazing Hey email address, so that's going to be mine forever. Keep using Hey or move to Apple Mail. I'm really considering it. Now, they're going to be doing custom domains, which would be really nice. But going back to the interface, yeah, I know what you're saying. It takes a little time to get used to it, but, it is what it is. I was saying this the other day. You've got to choose, the whole joke about marry the person that annoys you the least. You got to use the software that annoys you the least. Every piece of software, no matter what it is, going to annoy you. Doesn't matter what it is. Something in that software is going to annoy you. Something. So it's best to use a software, app, service, whatever, that annoys you the least. And, Hey, it took some time to get in there. The fact that I couldn't import my old emails really freaking bugged me. But again, how many times have I actually gone and checked my email? Well, actually quite a few times, but not as much as I thought it would. So yeah, there's that. Are you using Hey, or have you used it? How long have you used it? That'd be interesting to know. Tim, can I not make this bigger? Oh, that's it. Okay. Let's put this over here. 3 months. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, again, what I usually do with apps that I use is that I go in feet first, head first. I dive in and basically just use it like properly, like basically move everything over and blah 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 with any app that I use. And if it annoys me after like 6 months, then I get rid of it. I get annoyed that you can't preview it. Oh yeah, that's a big pain in the butt. That's a serious. You have to download it. But I think on the phone, let me just check, because I have a feeling that on the phone you can. Can you believe this? Yeah, let's go. I think on the phone you can preview it. Okay, I can't remember. Let me just check. No, you can't. Yeah, you kind of can on the phone, but not really. But yeah, that bugs me because I get a bunch of PDFs, invoices, whatever, from clients, and I just want to see it. I don't want to download. What the hell? Why? That really annoys me. But from what I understand, they're actually going to be working on that to get that fixed up and organized. So fingers crossed they get that. The thing is, I understand Basecamp as a company, how they work with the 6-week cycles. I read the shape up. I've looked into how they work, and I understand why it needs to be done. I understand how they work and what they do, but as an end user, it really gets frustrating because see you later, man. Take care. Because it's annoying because we the people need to use these apps. And when companies say, well, we didn't make it for you, we made it for us. Well, you're making it for us. You're not making it just for you. And going back to this just ship it thing, and they don't do the just ship it to a certain degree, not in the way that I was explaining. They do the just ship it thing in a different way. They just ship the product working but lacking features, and they add the features. There's a difference between the way they do it and where a lot of other software companies do the just ship it, is there's bugs in it, fuck it, let's just ship it. So yeah, but the attachments, oh god, yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah. And I don't like the fact that I can't use my keyboard shortcut in the app. So this is the app. So if I go into web browser and I go to an email, let's just go to this email. I was showing this earlier. I have a key command for my things. It populates and gives me a direct link back to that email. But with the app, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do it at all. And sometimes it crashes it, and it takes a while for it to come up. Now, this will come up after, there you go. Now it comes up. So weird. So yeah, the attachments thing is a sucky thing. But the look of it kind of grows on you after a while. I didn't like it at the beginning. I thought it was like crayon thing. Has it crashed? It looks like my camera has crashed. That's weird. I don't know if I'm still live, but Is it crashed? I think it's crashed. Yeah, that's strange. Mm. You can still hear me. Yeah, I think my camera has crashed because it's live. I can see that. So maybe I just reboot my camera. I don't know. Let's just see what happens here. Very strange. Let's see if this comes back alive. Camlink, yes. Camlink. Very odd. I think it's a Camlink problem. So let me see if I can put my other camera on. Let's do this. Let's video. Let's enable my other camera. And let's see if we can do this. Oh yeah, see, that works. Something to do with my Camlink. Have you taken it? Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it, Tim. You know what? This year has been a complete clusterfuck for everybody. And also for me. I have so many, I've got a bunch of ideas and things that I have set up to talk about. I've got a massive list. And the reason I haven't created them, I've been inspired to get the ideas, but I haven't been inspired to create the actual videos. But I am going to get back into it. Definitely. This live stream is kind of a test because I want to do more live streams. I don't like webinars. I think webinars are generally people trying to sell you crap, whether it's a spoon or a idea or a coaching or whatever. I think live stream is a bit more spontaneous. I mean, I guess webinars are the same, but generally a webinar has a connotation of selling. Anyway, off topic. I am going to be coming back to doing videos for sure because I really miss them. I really enjoy making them. I appreciate your kind words. I'm going to put that on the screen. Thank you, Tim. But yeah, I've just been uninspired to do the creating, not necessarily the ideas, but there's a lot going on. So yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So did you watch them on my website or did you watch them on the YouTube channel? I don't know where you would watch them because I took them off YouTube. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do in the future is use my Mac Junkie channel, which is this channel. If you're watching on YouTube, you are watching on YouTube actually. Yeah. All the videos are actually on my website. Anyway, they will always be on my website. So the full versions are on my website. And I think I would do snippets for YouTube to get people the notification that there's a new channel out. The reason I don't put them on YouTube, saw them on YouTube first and tried to trace them on your website. Okay, cool. The reason I don't want to put them on YouTube, it's a Google thing. I'm pretty much de-Googled, although you're watching this on YouTube. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. A lot of people have this issue. You know, I've been doing this Mac thing for like 28 years, as I said, and away from helping people get their Mac working, I help them understand how to use their Mac. And I've learned so much in how people use their stuff and just how complicated people make their things. And there's no point complicating everything. You know, the thing that really, like yesterday I had a really bad day, like a really, really bad day. It's annoying my camera doesn't work. That kind of sucks. And the bad day basically came from asking a question to several people, asking for help, support teams, and then replying with like a chapter, 5 chapters worth of information that had absolutely nothing to do with. So I can't stand people not doing their jobs properly. I can't stand where people don't read, they're not communicating, they're not reading. I can't stand people just making things complicated. And I find a lot of people get a computer and just work, which is, fine. I understand that. But they make it complicated for themselves. They make it so complicated for themselves, and then they get frustrated, and then they waste so much time in the day not doing the thing that they actually need to do, but rather fight with the apps and the technology rather than focusing on their own life. And it irritates me. It's their life, but it irritates me. So the information I put out there is more a case of what I've learned in my life and what I've learned about keeping things simple. And my area of expertise is computers, so I'm kind of marrying the two. Hence why I call it tech minimalism. Tech being me in tech, minimalism because minimalism is the thing right now. So I wouldn't call myself a minimalist. I definitely wouldn't. I like to keep things simple. I'm a simplist, I guess. And it's semantics, but yeah, that's the way I see it. I'm not a minimalist, for sure. For sure. I got too much stuff to be a minimalist. Loads of life management episodes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot more coming, actually. I have a bunch of, you know what, let me show you. I hit the wrong thing. So I got one called Create. So these are the things that loads of ideas I've got. Yeah, just ship it. I'm going to make a video about that. God damn it. I hate this just ship it crap. Yeah. So these headings no longer exist, actually, because that's something else that I was fighting with. I'm trying to go back to simplifying my own business. So I've got Tech Minimalism, Weekly Wednesday, Friday Fury, it just annoyed me. So I'm going to do an episode about that as well. So yeah, this is a list if you're interested. Laziness is the best ROI. Now I heard someone say that, and it just stuck with me. So brilliant. So yeah, this is just a small list of what I'm planning to do. Let's go back. Yeah. Let me see what else is happening here. Kind of sucks why my camera stopped working. Happy to be a tester, to give you feedback too. Yeah, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. Well, this live stream has just kind of turned into a complete free-for-all, which I actually enjoy. I'm going to reboot my cam link to see if my camera comes back. Oh, look at that. Camera's back. There you go. So, no, that's not the one. I want to delete that one. Let's get this back onto my cam link. There we go. That's what we're talking about. There we go. I had to reboot the cam link for some bizarre reason. Anyway. And this is quite bright, so let me turn that down a little. About there is good. Yeah, this is better, right? It's nice having a second. I hate second screens. I really like just my one screen that I can do everything with. But having a second screen here, when you're live streaming, is really handy to have all the chats and the screen and what's going out and levels and so on. And I have a Stream Deck, Stream Deck, which helps me move between the screens, which actually helps as well, rather than playing around with mice and stuff. So having a second screen is handy, but I hate working on it for several reasons. I think you lose focus with too many things on screen. This is pure and simple. I wanted to get a 16-inch MacBook Pro because I thought I wanted a bigger screen, and I tried it. A client had one, which I was transferring data, so I was just using certain screens. I was like, there's too much information here. I don't need it. Even when I was editing my videos are really simple. You know that, right? So this is the video. It's one take. There's no real editing. So I'm like, well, why do I need a bigger screen? I just don't need it. So just use one screen. More than enough. Let me see if I can get my phone back online onto here. See. No, it just doesn't work. What the hell? I wanted to show my screen on my phone, but again, this doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes tech even annoys me. I'm planning to do some podcasts. Like before, my podcast, which is a Tech Minimalism podcast, is just the audio actually of the videos I make, which I'm still going to do. I think that's kind of a good idea. So I'm going to keep doing that. But I'm thinking of creating longer podcasts, talking to people about their tech and how they work and so on, and clients and so on. And I'm going to use Ecamm Live for it, and to actually live stream it and then create it into podcasts. So the Ecamm Live has a thing called interview mode, so you can actually get two people on there, which actually is it's amazing. It's really cool. Let me see if I can turn it on. Don't think. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Right. So I have a screen here. It doesn't. Right. So I can just add this one. No. Get this one and this one. Right. This is Ecamm Live. So this would be the guest, and this obviously me. So you can. So how it works is that you get a link. I'm obviously not going to show the link, but you get. Let me see if I can do it this way. Can I do it this way? So this is the screen. If you're on the yearly plan, you get 250 hours for the year. Which is, I guess okay. So the guest will come on here, and then they have a green room, which is really nice. And you send them a link. Why is this on my FaceTime cam? Get back here. Right. So you send the guest the link, and they don't need Ecamm Live. They just go to a web browser, Brave or Google Chrome, and they do it via the web browser. And then you can just live stream the chat. Really handy. Really nice. So I'm planning to do a bit of that, actually. Let's go back into that. You don't need that. Let's see. So Tim, where are you located? Let me be a internet sleuth and figure out where's my search. Okay, let's figure out who it is. Which Tim am I speaking to? Anyway, let's see. The other thing I was going to try to do, because there is a way you can see where is the... Yeah, you saw that, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing I wanted to see, right? I tell you what, this MacBook Air, the M1, is seriously cool. Sorry, I'm just looking outside. There's a dog outside my door. Sorry, I'm not even showing you. Here it is. This, is it showing up? Yeah. I can't believe it's only using 41%, 39% to do this live stream. On the MacBook Air, there's no fan. And if I touch it, it's warm, but it's not melting. You could put this on your lap, no problem. I'm just completely blown away by this MacBook Air. Yeah, the battery lasts for so long. It really does last for so long. Now the sensors, there's an SSD sensor, but there isn't a processor sensor in this app anyway. I'm sure there must be, but in this app there ain't. It's really interesting. And again, with the memory, nowhere near the end. I mean, again, I'm not running that many apps, but let me see. It's using swap. But the fact that it's only like, not even hitting 50% is just amazing. Oh, well, now it hits 50%. Okay. Cool. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a day. Been on for about an hour and a half. Again, thanks for dropping by. And it's stuck again. My cam link is stuffed again. Unbelievable. What the hell? Look, it stopped again. Unbelievable. So let's do this. Okay. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. I got to figure out why my cam link keeps stopping. I don't understand. It's going through a hub, but it's a powered hub, so it makes no sense. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. See you later, man.